Hey, welcome to Above Life channel. The purpose here is to inspire your spirit and fill you with hope. Today, we are going to do on this Monday, we're going to do a live stream with, I'm going to have a cameo from a spirit guest because they literally just popped in when I was going to type this up and go, hey, it's a full moon. Let's talk about the full moon. Because as you know, let's see here. Let me just make sure. I got to make sure that we're doing great for our audio. Wait for people to pop in. Above Life channel. So we're going to talk about the full moon today. That's what we're going to talk about because the full moon's a big deal, big freaking deal right now. And as I was doing that, oh, good. And I can hear. Yay. As I was typing in to go live, I got a little spirit guest visitor. So we're just going to mention that person and see if that person wants to just hang out for a little bit. So hello to the Netherlands. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeannie. Today's a big day for me personally. In the chat, they're referring to the fact that I'm 6 weeks post open heart surgery. I had an aortic dissection on October 13th. You guys are going to get tired of me saying that, but it's a huge part of my life right now. The recovery is very much a focus for me, my physical recovery, and also the mental, emotional toll that it kind of has shaken me, obviously, but has given me tremendous gifts in the process, of course, as well. And so I'm really embracing the journey as best I can. And so today's a big day because it's 6 weeks post-surgery, and I'm going to the cardiologist for the first time to get a checkup. And so I'm hoping to be able to go into physical therapy and probably occupational therapy as well because of some of the symptoms and things, the after effects that I'm experiencing. I'm going to need some help to kind of get back on track. So yeah, so there you go. So that's what's up. Thank you for the well wishes. I appreciate it. I did just take a shower this morning, which is, wow, such a great, like a normal thing that we take for granted, but it's a huge drain of energy when you're recovering from surgery, especially this open heart surgery, because you can't lift both your arms above your head, wash your hair, or shave your legs. It's a whole thing. And the balance thing is an issue. And can't take a bath, can only take a shower. And if it gets too hot, it can make you lightheaded. It's a whole thing because you got blood pressure issues and, heart rate issues and things like that to manage and control. So it's the whole thing, my friends, that you don't even think about. And so I did that this morning. So I'm feeling very good right now. And I saved a little piece for you of my breakfast. I'm so healthy. Not really. Look at my breakfast. Does anybody know what this is? Anybody want to venture a guess? What is this? Huh? Let me just see my. What do you think it is? It's a cake. Yeah. Little Debbie. Little Debbie snack cake. It's a Little Debbie Christmas tree. Look at that. How cute is that? Little Debbie is the brand, and it's a little snack cake. Yeah. It looks like a Christmas tree, but I ate most of it. So I didn't get to share it all with you, but at some point, maybe I will. Little Debbie snack cakes. Look them up. It's a Christmas tree version. And of course, I have coffee to go with it. Good morning for those of you who it's morning for. And if you're watching on the replay, hey, welcome. Welcome in on Above Life channel. Thanks for being part of the community and the viewership here. Now, traditionally, I have had a pattern of Sunday morning coffee, a podcast that I do. And then on Mondays doing channeling. And so because of the health stuff that's been going on. It's been all over the place. So the last few days, I've really been I enjoy coming live and talking to you and connecting with you. And so I've really wanted to give back to all the people who were so generous to me, and for all the well wishes and the viewers who are so loyal and watch all the time and support the work that I do, and really take it and use what you can to help enhance and make your life better in some way, and then ripple out to make other people's lives better. I mean, that whole energetic of connection is what it's all about. And so I just wanted to say thank you with a lot of gratitude. So I'm going to try to live stream as much as I can this month in November and December. So don't be surprised if you see me a lot. You might, because that's my intention. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be live stream channeling like I've done in the past. Celebrity channeling has been the focus of Above Life channel, and it will continue to have that. We'll continue to have that. But right now, where I'm at, I need to do what is completely in alignment with my healing and focus on what I want and what is best for me as a person and as a person who connects with spirit. And so I'm going to do that. Where in the past, I may have been a little more of a people pleaser, not so much anymore. Turns out when, you get major surgery, you get a whole new reality check and a perspective that is very different. I really like naysayers, negative comments. It's like, whatever, it doesn't, I'm like, hey, there's worse things in the world. Like, you could be dead. I could be dead. I could have had a stroke. I could have been laid up in a hospital and not able to move or talk, or I could have been that. And I'm not. So I'm not going to waste my time or energy anymore with things that just don't really matter to me and people that don't matter, because there are people that don't matter to me. So, right? Like, same with you guys, right? Like, there's going to be people that show up for you, that support you, that have great intentions and really are so open-hearted. Those are the people that matter to me. You matter to me. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And so I'm going to continue to live stream as much as I can for December because I enjoy it. It's part of my healing. And I really love the fact that you guys supported me so much during the time when I couldn't do anything for you. You showed up for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is what community is. That's the values of integrity, of authenticity. I mean, that's deeply, deeply caring. And those are things that I value for myself and that you guys have showed up for me. So I'm so grateful. All right. And I'm not emotional. I'm just like, hey, matter of fact, of course you are. Of course you guys are fucking awesome. Oh, and I'm swearing a lot now. So if you're not used to that and you don't like it, sorry. I'm not going to change it because I like it. I kind of like it. There are only some things that can really be explained by the word fuck and variations of it. And so I'm going to do that. So if you're listening with your kids or you're in the car listening back something, doing the whole audio thing, just make sure you turn it down. Okay, so let's start with the full moon energies. I have tools here, card decks that I'm going to be using again, because I think it's super important now to encourage you guys to use your own tools. And I've always said this before, everybody is intuitive. Everybody has the ability to empathically connect to energy, to themselves, to other people, to the afterlife, to spirit guides, to all of it. That can be extraordinarily overwhelming, especially given the state of current world affairs, right? And what we've all been through with the whole pandemic and everything, it can be really, really overwhelming, to say the least. So I think it's extraordinarily important during this time now to encourage you to use tools that help support the energetics, the unseen, but the felt part of life. And so a card deck like this is an example of how you can do that to get that support that you need personally. Now, this deck will be linked below in my description, so you can grab it if you If it speaks to you, this is a deck by Denise Linn, Linn. Denise Linn. I love her work. She's very grounded. She's an Indigenous woman out in California, and she just has this grounded energy and perspective. It's not a tarot deck. It's not a specific lineage or connected to a particular type of like a religion or spiritual practice. It's just a very organic, very, to me, it's a very straightforward kind of the work that she does in the decks that she has are great, I think, personally, and especially for beginning or just starting out, and they're non-denominational or anything, so they don't have like any kind of religious context or overtones. So you can bring them to work, you can share them with your friends, and it's not like a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal. And like there's not a bunch of angels on there or anything like that. Not that we don't love angels, because we freaking love angels, right? But you know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, they're good. This one is the Sacred Traveler deck, and I love this one quite a bit. So we've got the first card that we have for all of us as we're stepping into our conversation today about the full moon is to embrace enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. There are symbolism in cards. There are symbols which create metaphors, which provides messages. Okay, symbolism, messages, or symbolism, metaphor, messages. Got it? So here we've got butterflies, and the butterfly can be a symbol of transition or change. It can also be a symbol of somebody from the afterlife. When my grandfather passed away in the hospice wing, they put a little butterfly, like a little magnet butterfly, on the room number, and that was to signal to the other staff members that someone had transitioned, and so that there'd be a different level of awareness when they step into that energy space. So the butterfly is very symbolic for me. And so too, for you, it might remind you of your granddaughter. It might remind you of Prince in the afterlife. I know some of my PRD group will appreciate that as well. In fact, two of you sent me cards with not rainbows, but butterflies on them as well. So this is beautiful. This could be a significant imagery too of a inner child energy. It could be that. It might be that. It might be the fact that there's actually three that might have some kind of special meaning to you, like the third month or the third day of a month. So like March or the 3rd of December, or 3 months from now, or 3 weeks from now, or 3 days from now, etc. It could be some kind of a nod for you personally. But embracing enthusiasm, this is about hope, this energy of hope. So the moon cycles are super tricky because they can mean different things to different people and at different times. Now, this moon was really potent, I think. I had the opportunity to connect with a couple of my friends and my sister, and we talked about the full moon, and we set intentions for clearing. I should go get mine. Wrote down in my journal some things to clear, and I shared something with one of my psychic friends that I'm going to share with you today here about the full moon specifically. And it's not too late to do clearing. You can do it today. The full moon was at 3 a.m. Central Time this morning, my time. And I know because I was awake. I was awake most of the night. It's crazy. And just maybe anticipating the moon. I don't know. It was clear here too, so I was able to see it. So before I share this, I want to say hello. Hello, Amy. Hello, Manny. Hello, Travis. Hello, Nashi. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Arlene. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for your emails too, by the way. I got them. Just haven't responded. I have so many, which is great. All right. I also said Anna. I think, right? Okay. All right. So the thing about this full moon, right? And specifically about the concept of clearing, I want to share this with you because it's super important and I want you to hear it, okay? And that is that the energy of clearing seems really harsh, right now. It seems hard. It seems complicated, difficult. It's like, oh my God, I have to do clearing. And it's like this big deal. It's like I picture somebody just hauling out a huge, like a Christmas tree sized big long log that's really sage to burn in their house. Do you know what I mean? Like that, like, oh my God, I have to clear because of the state of the world and the state of my life and the holidays and all this stuff, right? I got to get rid of 2023. There's so much stuff. No, here's the deal is that it's not really about clearing to get rid of things that aren't fitting you or that aren't in alignment for you. It's about recognizing through awareness the patterning that is unfolding. And it's not to criticize yourself or evaluate how far you've come. It's to recognize how you've softened the energy. So instead of clearing something out and like, let's burn some sage and let's burn this and let's burn that, how about we just soften the energy? Soften, because as an empath, clearing can be harsh and abrasive. It's like using a scrub on your face instead of moisturizer. Do you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, that can be intense. Big scrub, really harsh scrub. And it just exfoliates so much that it's like your face is raw, like that kind of vibe, right? How about we soften the energy? Soften the energy. Instead of clearing, how about we consider softening the energy and then allowing ourselves the perspective of standing up? Imagine as though up to this point you've been seated, you've been sitting down and kind of watching life unfold and kind of looking at your life during the full moon. You kind of sit down like a classroom and you see the projection of the PowerPoint of what your life has been this year or this season or this quarter or whatever it is for you, and or this relationship or whatever, this job. And you're like, okay, so you're watching it and that's kind of the full moon. Now I'm going to clear this, I'm going to clear that. And you're kind of doing it like organizing, like you're sorting it out, like you're sitting down and you're sorting everything out and whatever, right? How about we look at it as the energy is soft. There's nothing active that you have to do. There's nothing that's required of you as far as manual labor or efforting, but simply to stand up and to allow that energy of softness just to be all around you, to allow the energy to not be harsh or expectation or lack or scarcity or criticism or self-judgment or self-doubt, because all of these things are part of the process of the problem that keeps the cycles moving and going, so that every full moon you're dealing with the same thing over and over again. How about we just soften the energy? How about we stand up as empaths? We bring our hearts into this scenario and we just soften everything. We bring compassion, we bring kindness just toward ourselves. I'm talking about you. Like imagine you're standing in front of a mirror instead of watching all these things that you think you've done, like your life in review to decide if it's good or bad or whatever. How about you just look at a mirror and you just feel the energy of love for yourself. You feel the softness. You feel the opportunity of the present moment and that perspective. How about on this full moon, we do that instead of efforting or major action or pushing that boulder up the hill or getting that big sage stick out and clearing everything. How about we just be gentle? How about we try that? Let's try that. It's okay to acknowledge the things that are bothering you, that are hard on you, that have weighed your heart down. It's 100% okay to journal about that and to talk about it. But don't get stuck in it. Don't spiral in it. Don't spiral into it and get dizzy from it. Just acknowledge it, be aware, and then imagine yourself standing up in pink, beautiful pink light. Whenever I see the heart chakra, I see pink rose quartz energy and that compassionate energy in that heart space. And just embody it. Let it come out imbued in your heart light energy, mirroring it back to you, standing in front of a beautiful mirror and breathing in and exhaling out, not burning, not setting in a blaze, but just experiencing the soft, gentle energy of who you are and your genuine kindness. Okay, just how about that? That's the full moon energy. All right, that's what it's about. Okay, so I'm going to say hello. Hi, Seal. Nice to see you. Hey, thanks for the card, by the way. I really appreciate that. That was very sweet of you. Okay, she's one of the ones that sent me the butterfly card. All right, so I said that there was a spirit guest. So when I sat down, I saw Freddie's energy. I'm not going to full on channel Freddie, but I will acknowledge him and mention him because he is definitely been a force for me. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you. He's been around. And I think it's the heart chakra. Do you know I have a playlist here on Above Life channel for all the times I've channeled Freddie, and there's been a lot of them. So I encourage you, if you're a fan of Freddie Mercury or you're curious about the channeling that I've done with him in the past and our connection or relationship, go check out the playlist. But I have always talked with Freddie about empathic energy, being empathic. In fact, I usually do a small group around in February around the holiday of Valentine's Day. And because he just feels so heart-based to me, he's just so heart-based. He's just so love, just so much love there energetically. And I've always felt him like that. And so I've usually felt him very red also, but today pink is very dominant. That's our color today, you guys. Pink, that compassionate energy and that kindness. So I could feel him, and he was joking with me a little bit. I can see him with his little his mustache and his, his just kind of the way he is. And he says, what did you say to me? You're going to have to say it again because I don't remember what you said. You made some kind of comment about you were almost one of us. I know. Yeah, I know. I haven't really talked about that much yet, but at some point I will. I don't know when, about being in between the worlds because I have some memory and recollection of that. But I'm trying to process that myself because it's not been that long. 6 weeks is not that long. Yeah, remember that time you were dead? Yeah, I remember. So yeah, he's like, yeah, you're almost one of us. And he says, you got a new heart. And then it's funny because he says, you're all heart, kid. You're all heart. Like, so he definitely, I see him with bells. He's showing me bells, like gold bells. I don't know if that's a symbolism or metaphor that he would use. I don't know if that's a reference to a song or maybe to the time of year, but he's showing me gold bells. So if anybody wants to chime in on that, go ahead and do that. Yeah, he's got white on. I'm going to say that. His hair is pretty short on the sides. Hi, Rob. Nice to see you. He looks very healthy when I see him, typically. He looks very healthy, like a younger, version of him where he was healthy. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Lisa, Florida. Hello. Wait, guys, just a second. I'm going to grab a tissue here. My nose is a little bit chilly today. He just said, he says, I like the orange ones. I'm like, okay. I have cards that are actually orange. I'm going to do another card for all of us. Since we started with embracing enthusiasm, we'll take a beat here and we'll pull out another one. Okay, here we go. He's like, I like the orange ones. Of course he would, because orange is connected to our sacral chakra. Could be connected to your sex drive, could be connected to desire, could be connected to jobs or career or life purpose or being a mom or a mother. Hi, Louie. My little doggy's right here. Hi, honey. You're going to hear his claws going across the wood floor. He's an old boy, 16. Hi, honey. Hi. Oh, what you doing, huh? Okay, I actually got 3 cards. You ready? So I'm going to do this thing for you. Pick 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Pick number 1, number 2, or number 3. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, number 1, number 2, and number 3. All right, pick one. You got it? You got it, you got it, you got it. Okay, pick one. 1, 2, or 3. So we'll make it a little more custom. And Freddie's like, yeah, he's like, I'm not really interested in like celebrating the death date. It's interesting because I'm like, yeah, because like after I had that experience too, I'm like, being alive is so important. I mean, hello, obvious. That was the dumbest statement I think I've ever said, but it's after being on the edge of that and having that choice, being alive is pretty special. Mm-hmm. So why would we celebrate his loss? You know? Anyway. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay. Number 1, here's the first card. Here is the first card. Mother, Father, God energy. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily have to have a religious connotation, but it might. This feels like the balance of masculine and feminine energy. This could be the energy of if you have somebody in your life that is non-binary or is contemplating their gender fluidity, or maybe they're trans. This might be a nod to that. The spiral energy, that conch spiral, is also connected to our solar plexus and our spirit. And the fact of the matter is we're all everything. And so the divisiveness or the separateness is just illusion. It's not accurate. It's not true. So the first one we get is Mother, Father, God. This might also be a nod to a mother or a father in the afterlife. This might be a dad saying hello, or a mom saying hello, or an acknowledgement that those two that have transitioned are now together. So it could be grandparents or parents as well. Get out of the card what you need to get out of it. If there's a different color, if the conch is connected to the sea or the ocean, it has a special meaning to you from your childhood. If the energy of the mountains is speaking to you and the earth energy, if that spiral looks like a sun to you or a moon, if the woman looks like a particular goddess that is coming through to you, whatever it means for you is what it means for you. Okay, that was number 1. All right. To me, that's like this true balance, like a yin yang, like the Mother, Father, God energies. It's like this beautiful balance of energy. Love it. Love it. Okay. So now we got number 2. Ready for number 2? Are we ready for number 2? Hey, Queen. Nice to see you. Hello, Francie. Okay. Here's number 2. Second card. Queen, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Actually, now we're doing 2 and 3. So you can pick 2 or 3. That's what you got to do. Okay. There's no 4, my dear. 2 or 3. Hi, Hallie. Oh my gosh. Nice to see you. I totally thought about you when I was driving through New York because we could have went by Niagara Falls, but I was just exhausted. There's no way I could have done that. But I'm like, oh, I thought about it. I mean, if it was normal circumstances, I would, but oh. Okay, so here's number 2, the card number 2, Sacred Plan. I love this card. I just got this one with my sister the other day. This means, you guys, you don't have control. I'm going to interpret cards. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to interpret them. And then it's up to you to take what fits for you and you go deeper. Okay. So I'm just giving you a place to start. And it might be totally off for you as an individual because there's 80 people on here kind of thing. So make sure that you don't just take what I say, you go deeper. This is practice. Okay. Remember I said, you got to use your intuition as an empath and you got to really get the support that you need. And this is one way to do it. Okay. So let's practice this together. Now practice. Okay. So sacred plan. So this means that you don't have control. You don't. It means the universe is here to support you like a web of light, to catch you like a net, and to support you in ways that you have no idea. And I had this experience myself. And the fact that there's a sacred plan means that all of your spirit guides are totally in on it. So they got your back, okay? They really got your back. They are holding you and loving on you, even if you can't feel it or you reject it. They're here, okay? I love the fact that there's a spiral. So is the path, this is a path, you guys. Hello, yellow brick road. Yeah. Here's the path. And it's yellow, just like the first one. Solar plexus, purpose, spirit chakra, your intuition, your gut, your purpose. So is this path going down or is it going up? Are you a crown down kind of person with your energy flow? Like, does it come from your crown chakra and comes out like from the universe and down into the body and flowing through your chakras, down your root chakra, down your feet, down your legs and into your feet, into the earth? Or does it come from the earth like a straw and it comes up into your feet and your legs and your root chakra at the base of your tailbone, into your belly, into your body, and up in through your mind, clearing your mind, and up and out into the universe? How are you? How do you flow? Now, I want to introduce this because energy flow is a big deal. Okay. So there are lots of different practices and spiritual things that you'll read, and including practices, energetic practices like yoga or Reiki or healing touch or pranic healing or whatever the new ones are that are out there that will say, this is how the energy goes, or this is how it flows, or this is how it is. And there's no one size fits all. It's just a place to start. It can be frustrating because you can feel like, oh, I don't fit that. I know that I have not fit any of those energy flows ever because my energy doesn't go root up. It usually goes crown down when I'm doing intuitive work, or now for myself, it goes from the heart out. And so my grounding space that I've been working with and through is my heart and my soul. So the core of my body is where I'm grounding from. So I'm not choosing above or below or below or above. I'm choosing the base and the center. And so that's something that I'm going to be working with in the new year as well, to develop more how to do that and how that works and stuff, to give people a different choice instead of just, are you this or are you that? Because really we're all in between all the time. And it depends, it depends on what you're working on or what you're going through. Like in your job, you might be doing this, go bringing everything down into the earth to try to really sink it in and manifest it. And in your personal life and your family life, you might be coming from the earth up because you're trying to bring in all the ancestral energy from your grandmother and the family lineage, because you're expanding your family in somehow, and you're just moving it up into the divine crown chakra. It could be any number of things. So sacred plan, you're not in control, but you do make an impact. You certainly do, for sure. It doesn't mean you don't do anything, but look at how the energy is at her heart chakra and at her stomach. So it could be at your heart and at your sacral, like that womb space where you create, or it could be at the heart and at the solar plexus at your spirit chakra as well. So whatever works for you. Like Freddie is such a sacral. It's so funny. Oh, gee, not a surprise. All right, so that was number 2. Now this is the 3rd card. Are we ready for it? Are we ready for it? I'm gonna have some water. Are you trying to drink more water? Trying to drink more water. Okay. All right, here we go. Gosh, I get on here and my nose is so snuffly. Okay, this is the 3rd card. Now, this card has shown up at least one other time in the last few days on a live stream. It might have shown up more than once. It might have shown up twice, actually. I'll have to look back. You guys can let me know. This is number 3. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It says compassion. She's got a lot of green energy. She's receiving. Look at her arm. Her hands are open to receive. This could be connected to abundance. This could be connected to worthiness or self. I just got the word self-sabotage, like you're too hard on yourself. So it's time for some compassion. And remember when I said the pink energy, like stepping into this energy of let's soften with this full moon, and let's bring up that kindness, let's bring up that compassion. It doesn't mean you're not doing anything. It takes a lot to be compassionate. That's a lot of effort in a way, because it feels so out of sorts. I think it's not something that we're taught. It's not easy to kind of understand when it's actually happening, and how do you bring it forward? What is compassion to you? What is that to you? It's probably softening your energy. I mean, at the very basic. Yeah, I love her wings. Look at that green heart chakra energy. She's gorgeous. She's so beautiful. Look at her. Aw. And that energy around her heart is really focused. Gorgeous. Look at that. How beautiful. Look at all the energy around that heart space. It's for you, my empathic friends. It's for you. Receive. This isn't giving. She's not giving you stuff. It's receiving. It's opening your hands to receive. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Brenda. Nashi, that's me. Oh, you guys, I'm a little tired. I was up kind of early. I think I need to chill a little bit. I'm getting a titch of a headache. So I think I'm going to relax before I have my session, before I have to go to the doctor. So it's going to be a big day. So I'm hoping to get some additional resources, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yes, Freddie's here, and Freddie has been with me because of the heart thing for sure. And he's been so sweet. He hasn't been boisterous. He's just kind of been around in the background. And so so this is funny. So I have this heart pillow, which I actually hate right now. This pillow that's a heart that they give you when you have open heart surgery, because when they do this sternum thing and they cut open your breastbone, you can't like cough or laugh or sneeze or anything like that. So they give you this pillow that's shaped like a heart, and you hold on to it when you're doing that coughing or laughing or sneezing or whatever, so that it doesn't like tear open your stitches and stuff, which sounds really graphic, but it's the truth, like right after. And so when I see him all in white, then I see him with this pillow, and it's like a stupid pillow. This is a stupid pillow. I'm like, I know it's a stupid pillow. It's so stupid. It's like he can't pillow fight me right now yet because I'm not in that place yet. But he's like, we're going to burn it, right? Yeah, we are going to burn it. We're going to burn it. We're going to release it in a couple of months when it's time to do that, when I'm agile enough to be able to do that. So thank you. I know. You guys, I missed the concert. I had tickets to Queen in Minnesota at the end of October, and I couldn't go for obvious reasons. First, I wasn't in Minnesota. I was in Maine. And second, open heart surgery. Yeah, couldn't really do that. Couldn't walk that far. Couldn't sit with all these people and whatever. Couldn't do that. So I missed it. I missed the concert. But I tried to go, but I missed the concert. So I gave the tickets to two really good friends of mine who love music. So they got to enjoy it, which was good. I was really grateful that I was able to do that. But yes, I did miss the concert, you guys. Kind of a bummer. Maybe next time, right? All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here on Above Life channel. I appreciate you. I look forward to connecting with you again. I'm going to try to live stream on Tuesday or Wednesday this week, maybe both. We'll see. Pop on and see what's coming through energetically. because you never know. All of a sudden, something might pop up, and I want to make sure I can share it with you when it does. And I want to stay connected and help to support you, especially during this time. This is a time, let me tell you, it's a time in our humanity. And the connections that we have to one another are pretty special. And I'd like to honor that, make sure that we're honoring that. So, all right. So, thank you so much for being here. I hope I've inspired your spirit today and filled you with some hope and encouraged you to live your life. After all, this is your life and you get to live it. So, just live it. Thanks for being here.